I think that Mushfiq's, he's had a long career and he's a valuable player. His role, from what we see, is for him to bat through the innings and take the innings deep. Now, even though he didn't score heavily the other day, he took the game deeper with Riyadh, even though maybe we got behind the run rate a little bit and put some pressure back on ourselves. But the longer we take the game, and Mushfiq is one of those players along with Riyadh, the deeper we can take the game, the more likely we are to put some pressure back on our opposition, which we did, and then they make the mistake rather than us making the mistakes during those final overs. So I think Mushfiq is a versatile player in all three formats. Obviously he's retired now from 2020 cricket, but I mean, you couldn't ask more from a senior player in terms of his preparation, the way he goes about the game, his understanding of the game, both in one day and test cricket. So I'm not privy to the conversations between selectors and the captain to Mushfiq, but from what I'm seeing, we couldn't be happier with his work ethic. Well said. Obviously, being the home team, having fielded on that ground more than any other team, probably gives us a slight advantage. I suppose trying to get into position quickly, especially in the outfield, is important. I don't think there's any art. If the ball goes into the lights and you're in a position where you've just got to hold your base and hope that at some point it appears out of the light and you're in a decent position based on what you've seen from the ball off the bat, then you give yourself the best chance. And, we've really gone hard across the team of being in a ready position, a split set position at bat ball contact, which the boys have bought into really well, both in the ring and in the outfield, especially in white ball cricket. So at the moment, we've dropped a couple of high balls under lights, under pressure, but overall there's a lot more to fielding, I believe, than just catching a high ball that goes into the sky. And I think the pressure that we're creating as a group in the ring with our ground fielding, our consistent throwing back to the keeper, finishing the play and achieving some of our goals that we've set ourselves as a team to do has been of high quality. So we all drop catches, and I think that the crowd, the pressure, as I said, so sometimes it's the fear factor, it's like, so we think about potentially what are the repercussions of dropping a catch when the ball's in the air. We see a lot of high balls dropped under lights. Why? Because as fielders, we have time to think. Now, trying to train what we think when the ball's in the air is a very hard task, but one that can be learnt. And then, as I said, when we do drop catches under lights in critical moments, what we do then is create one of the greatest learning experiences. Because when the player walks off the ground, hopefully having won the game, then we can easily say to them that, look, catches don't lose matches, right? And that was a fact, and that happens quite regularly. And it is a part of the game. Yep, obviously we want to be consistent and drop as few as catches as possible, but as a team, if we drop a catch, at the moment, our support staff and our team are gelling together really well and trying to keep everyone's spirits high. And who knows, it could be someone else tomorrow that dropped one and it could lose the match, who knows. But as I said before, we're really confident and happy with how the boys are training, especially, and committing on and off the field.
Thank you.
Thanks.